Information being used for this video is taken from the Food Safety and Inspection Service website. The information being used in this video is for information and educational purposes. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permit by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. A copy of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 shall be attached to this video. Good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, August 23rd, and this is a recall video. Fix the camera here. There are a couple of recalls and also a message from the USDA, from the Food and Safety Inspection Service website. So let's start with the first recall. So it says, this one was issued on August 18th. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety Inspection is issuing a public health alert due to concerns that specific ground beef products may be adulterated with E. coli. A recall was not requested because the products are no longer available for purchase. The Hawaiian Big Island beef brand ground beef products were produced on August 8th. The following products are subject to the public health alert. Now, I think I did this already before, but I'm going to show you the labels because there are a lot of products. Let me show you. Hawaii Big Island beef, premium grass-fed, raised without use of hormones or antibiotics. Looks like, make that a little smaller. Okay. Gives you the net weight, 10 pounds, lot number, in a poly bag, packaged on August 16th, 2022, and it gives you the time, 11:42 a.m. Okay. Excuse me, I sneezed. Allergies, I'm sorry. So, it says, the products bear establishment number EST 1063 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to restaurant locations in Hawaii. The problem was discovered by FSIS during an assessment of the establishment production records associated with a sample that tested positive for E. coli. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to a consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact their healthcare provider. E. coli is a potentially deadly bacterium that can cause dehydration, bloody diarrhea, and abdominal cramps for 2 to 8 days, 3 to 4 days on average, after an exposure to the organism. While most people recover within a week, some develop a type of kidney failure called Hemolytic Uremic syndrome, HUS. The condition can occur among persons of any age, but is most common in children under 5 years of age and older adults. It is marked by easy bruising, pallor, and decreased urine output. Persons who experience these symptoms should seek emergency medical care immediately. FSIS is concerned that some of these products may be in consumer refrigerators or freezers. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Excuse me. And let me give you the company media contact information. That is General Manager of Hawaii Beef Producers, LLC, Matt Fornoff, at 808-776-1109. And the media contact is Congressional and Public Affairs, Rochelle Kopicki, 202-720-9113, at fsispress@usda.gov. Okay, so that was the first recall. We have another one to go. Excuse me. Okay, this next one was issued on August 23rd. This is a public health alert for Purdue's frozen ready-to-eat chicken breast tenders, gluten-free, that may be contaminated with extraneous materials. I'm tired, I just got off of work. Specifically, small pieces of clear plastic and blue dye. A recall was not requested because the product is no longer available for purchase. The frozen, ready-to-eat chicken breast tenders, gluten-free, were produced on July 12, 2022. The following product is subject to a public health recall. It's a 42-ounce plastic bag containing Purdue chicken breast tenders, gluten-free, with a best if used by date of July 12, 2023, and a lot number of 2193 above the use by date. So let me show you the packaging. Purdue gluten-free chicken tender, UPC barcode. There it is. This is what it looks like. This is the product description: chicken breast tenders. There is the UPC barcode. There is the use by date and the plant code. Okay, let's get back to the other information. The product bears establishment number P33944 immediately below the best if used by date on the back of the plastic bag. These items were shipped to BJ's Wholesale Club retail locations nationwide. The problem was discovered when the establishment reported it to FSIS that it had received a complaint from a consumer reporting a chicken tender had a small piece of clear plastic and blue dye inside it. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. So let me give you the company media contact information. That is Purdue Foods, LLC, Andrea Staub, Senior Vice President, at 410-341-2755. Email address is andreastaub@purdue.com. And the media contact information is Congressional Public Affairs Kenneth King at 202-720-9113, at fsispress@usda.gov. Now, the USDA Food and Safety Inspection did have another message. Let's see. So let me read it. USDA recommends adding food safety items to your back to school list. On your next back to school list shopping trip, make sure to include food safety items on your shopping list to keep school lunches safe. Every day, parents focus on the health and safety of their children, and this focus includes how they prepare packed lunches, said Sandra Eskin, Deputy Under Secretary of Food Safety at the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA. Because children are particularly at risk serious foodborne illnesses, food safety must be at the top of the list when preparing lunches for school and field trips. I'm looking for my glasses because the writing's kind of small. Let's see. Consider the following for your shopping list. And it's still dirty. Clean and sanitize surfaces and utensils. Clean your prep area before you start that lunch, because there can be cross-contamination and is prevalent in the kitchen when doing food prep. Therefore, be sure to wash your cutting boards, dishes, utensils, countertops. Okay. Different colored cutting boards. Separate meat and poultry and ready-to-eat foods such as fruits, vegetables, cheeses, etc. to avoid cross-contamination during food preparation. Food thermometers. It's the same thing. They said because there can be certain bacteria. So beware. Some frozen foods are not fully cooked or not ready to eat, but have browned breading, grill marks, and other signs that suggest that they are cooked. Make sure they are cooked at a safe internal temperature. Meat, whole beef, pork and lamb at 145 degrees with a 3-minute rest. Ground meats, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Poultry, ground and whole, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Eggs, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish and shellfish, 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And leftovers and casseroles, 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Insulated lunch boxes and gel packs. Perishable food can be unsafe to eat by lunchtime if packed in a paper bag. Keep your meal cool by storing it in an insulated bag. Place a frozen gel pack combined with a frozen juice box or a bottle of water to keep food cold and to avoid the danger zone, which is temperatures between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees, where bacteria can multiply quickly and cause illnesses. Insulated containers. If hot liquids such as soup, chili, or stew on the menu, use an insulated container to keep items hot at 140 degrees Fahrenheit and above. Fill the container with boiling water. Let it stand a few minutes, empty, and then pour out the hot food. Keep the insulated container closed until lunchtime. And hand washing aids. Hand wipes and 60% alcohol-based hand sanitizers are ideal for children to clean their hands before they eat when water and soap are not available. So that's just some safety items that they recommend for kids since they're going back to school. Let's see what else we have here. And that is it. Unfortunately, I missed the New Orleans Gardener live today. I've been actually working a little bit over and just couldn't get on the live. So, like I always say, on the Sundays and Tuesdays, look for Dorsha before Miss Linda. She usually comes on about 3, and Miss Linda, the New Orleans Gardener, comes on around 5 on Sundays and Tuesdays. Dorsha comes on Sundays around 3 o'clock. Hands in the Dirt and Micro Farmer and the OC Dish OG. I could never get her name right. Chick, they come on Wednesdays for Wind Down Wednesdays. And that's all I could think of right now. Oh, my brain is like fried here. Why can't I think of her name right now? Lydia, Best Yet Journey. She comes on the 26th, which is Friday. Sometimes she comes on Wednesdays, sometimes she comes on Fridays, sometimes she comes on Thursdays. But look for her, Best Yet Journey. Lydia got games. She has a very good show. She has games. She does an interview with other gardeners or other YouTubers. So her lives are really good. So those are just a couple of people that I wanted to mention. And I hope this recall helps you. Hopefully, if you have any of these items in your freezers, you will throw them out or take them back to the place of purchase. So just remember to use safety and lots of cleaning and hand sanitizing and food sanitizing instructions when doing your food, and just look out for the recalls to make sure that you're being safe. Okay, so that's it for today. I have nothing else for you. So hopefully these recalls will slow down a little bit. And as I always say, please find peace within yourself and please be peaceable with each other. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening.